everyone, and welcome once again to the studios here at Culpeper Media Network. My name is Jonathan Krawchuk, station manager, and joining me, as always, for the State Theater Spotlight is Executive Director Stephen Barker.
How you doing, John? Doing well, thank you.
Doing all right. First off, how's your day going?
Day's great. Day's great.
I'm glad to hear
It's always a day of partnerships and people walk in your door and I want to do something with you and for you. So we've got a good little buzz going about what's going on at the State Theater, and we're gonna make that work.
Well, the buzz is truly deserved because as we sat in this chair for the past months, well, actually, we may have switched chairs,
I'm sure.
but in the same positions.
Yeah, okay.
All right, so the buzz is absolutely warranted because we're looking back at March real quick before we look forward into April.
Absolutely.
March was another great month for you. As we finished our program last month, we were talking about, again, the partnerships, the offerings, and what was going on. And there's a couple highlights in March that I want to talk about. And looking back, your fundraiser for the month of March was the Washington Balalaika Society, and that was with the Culpeper Music Society, correct?
Absolutely.
So tell us how that went.
It went fantastic, actually. It was a great matinee performance. We're very thankful to Barbara Kohler and Boo Ingram and other members of the Culpeper Music Society. They sponsored the Washington Balalaika Society. They came in, almost 200 folks, who really enjoyed the performance. We had a delightful reception afterwards, and we raised a good little bit of money for the State Theater. So we're very thankful to the Culpeper Music Society for their generosity. And we got a great amount of feedback out of that, so that we're going to be looking to expand our matinee series now for our residents who would prefer matinee performances.
Understood. And one of the other big bills for the month of March, unfortunately, we had a little hiccup with that.
Absolutely.
Folks were talking about Dave Mason coming to town.
Absolutely. Sadly, Mr. Mason got sick the night before in New Jersey. So I went in Saturday morning and got a whole lot of emails on my plate. And Dave Mason, like I said in the posting, is a class act. His management called us. We were offered the first chance for rescheduling. The July 22nd date is the date they offered. We accepted. And then we immediately contacted all of our patrons through Facebook, through our email system, and said we were rescheduling them exactly into the seats they wanted. And we also addressed if there were any of our patrons who did want those tickets, like they're not going to be able to make the July 22nd concert.
On vacation
They're
or
on
whatever.
vacation, they've already got plans, then they can absolutely exchange those tickets for another performance at the State Theater.
Oh, wonderful. Well, that sounds like a pretty good deal to me. And
Absolutely.
Just push it back just a little bit. Gives them more time to warm up and practice before he comes here.
Absolutely. You know, we had already sold about half the house, which was good. But now it gives a chance for the folks who want to plan out a little further and want to make it to the concert. I already have actually someone contacted me for a whole block of tickets because they were like, we couldn't make March, but man, we're going to make July. So we're excited, and we're thankful that like I said, Mr. Mason's a pretty good class act, and his people were right on it to make sure that they were taking care of his fans in Culpeper. So
wonderful. Now, before we get into the month of April, because we really have a stupendous amount of events coming through the month of April, so we're gonna dive right in. But before we do so, talking about the contact information, if you could, let's run through those numbers. If I'm looking to learn about what's at the box office, tickets, if I want to.
The box office number is 540-829-0292. And now we are open Wednesday through Saturday, 10 to 2. We were able to expand our box office hours. So folks can drop by, again, Wednesday through Saturday, 10 to 2, and always 2 hours before every live show and 1 hour before every movie.
Wonderful. All right.
And and otherwise, you can also contact the box office through TIX, T-I-X, at culpepertheater.org.
Okay. Now, as we move into the month of April, we are jam-packed. Let's just dive right into it, starting with April 1st. First day of the month.
April 1st and April 2nd, actually. We're very fortunate to have friends in Fauquier County who have been following us, know our constant efforts to keep the theater open, and they offered to give us a Broadway musical review, something we haven't had in a while. And these are former members or current members of the Fauquier Community Theater. Not directly associated with them, they actually formed their own little group called the Ghostlight Players, and directed by Leland Shook, who was the former artistic director of the Fauquier Community Theater. And they are bringing down a musical review that is a fundraiser for us. So that means that all the ticket proceeds go to the State Theater, and it's going to be 2 delightful nights of singing some of the best songs from Gypsy to Wicked and all the in-betweens. So,
Well, it's always nice when you hear, it's not very often that you get a chance to go experience Broadway.
absolutely.
And when you could experience Broadway
Right.
and the best of Broadway right here in Culpeper, I think that's pretty nice little deal.
And it's an exciting show. It's $17 for adults, $12 for students 17 and under, and it is April 1st and April 2nd at 7:30 p.m.
All right. So April 2nd, though, is a jam-packed day
It
because
is.
you have the evening lined up, but you still have more going on April 2nd.
Absolutely. We on April 2nd, it's more of a deadline.
Okay.
For anyone who is interested in our spring classes. So we now offer classes on Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday in all styles of acting for both 2nd through 5th graders and for 6th through 8th graders. You can go to our website under education. You can register for those classes. They're 8 weeks, 8 classes, 8 weeks of classes, 1 class a week, an hour and a half. All classes are $120, and when you sign up for a class, you're getting a pretty good theatrical educational experience.
I love it when you say the word educational and talking about a venue right here in town.
Absolutely.
So going back, there's a lot of information on the website. The email, if we want to get in touch with any of the events of the educational nature, is that?
Education@culpepertheater.org.
All right, fantastic. All right, so as we move along, we're looking at, April 7th, I think, is your next event.
Yep. So we have officially moved, partnered with Piedmont's Local Talent, which is an initiative led by our good friend Teddy Deal. And Piedmont's Local Talent is officially hosting on Thursday nights. Particular right now, we're moving it around to find the best Thursday night, but open mic night. We're having a great steady audience of people coming out. We also have a great steady audience of our audience, great steady number of musicians that are coming out, also some new ones all the time. But it's our way to help local talent, give them a chance to come out, try their stuff, and see them grow as musicians.
Indeed, and I've heard, as you mentioned, very well attended, new musicians coming in all the time. If I have a band, which we play the spoons and the washboard, if you really...
I didn't really mean to choke on that. I'm sorry there.
It's actually a pretty good visual, and we have a couple hits. You may not have heard about them. But if I'm looking to get my band on board for the open mic night, how do I go about doing so?
You actually go ahead and email us at events@culpepertheater.org, and then Teddy will respond to you. Make sure you're in the lineup for the evening.
Okay.
We usually have, I believe, 12 slots for the evening. We go 3 hours. Everyone gets roughly 10 minutes to play. 2 songs or 10 minutes, whatever's longer. Of course, if we don't fill all the slots, sometimes you get a little extra time, or sometimes we just go longer. So it's something that's evolving, and we're looking for those folks, that if you've got a small trio, maybe a quartet of folks that are looking to play and work together and build a really great acoustic sound, that's the place to go.
All right, wonderful. Moving through the month of April, we have a lot, and we're moving on to the very next day, I believe.
Very next day. We're really excited about this group. It's called Roomful of Blues. They're a blues rock group. They have 5 Grammy nominations. So we're starting to raise our caliber here. We're getting some really amazing talent. Again, we always love having the national names, but the truth is there's a lot of great talent out there, and we're looking for the high quality stuff. So Roomful of Blues is coming to play a whole 2-hour concert. They've got a great sound. I encourage you all to check them out at their website. And we're really excited to have blues rock sound come into the State Theater.
Well, you know, you mentioned something, and I kind of want to loop back to it. You know, talking about the big name acts. We've had big name acts, but you know, everybody, even when they're huge musicians, they say, "I remember when I saw them way back when." Here at so and so. So this is one of those artists that
this is definitely going to be one of those artists. Our programming team is a group of citizens. Some of them are board members. Some are just other citizens who've chosen to get involved. They take a lot of time to really now evaluate acts. We have a very not lengthy process, but developed process, so that we're really clear that we're finding quality and that we're bringing that quality here to Culpeper and the Piedmont.
So I'll see you at Room Full of Blues on April the 8th.
I'm looking forward to seeing you there, John.
All right, so we're switching gears a bit for our next event, are we?
Absolutely.
Okay.
On April 9th, we are in partnership with our friends up at Mount Pony, the Library of Congress, for the Orphan Film Symposium. This is films that, the best way to say it, as my friend George Willman said, a little lost. Some people may not care about them, which is horrible for an orphan, you know. But or these little orphan films, where it's Library of Congress and New York University are involved in this, and we are their closing night, and they are being very generous, both LOC and NYU, and they are actually paying for the event, so you can come to the event for free.
Hey.
And learn a little bit about these lost films that maybe someone didn't care so much about, but now the Library of Congress and NYU are trying to help people become aware of them.
A little resurgence.
A little resurgence, yes. It is free and open to the public, but if folks would like to, it is on our website. If you're coming for free, you can get the free ticket. That's not a problem whatsoever, but we have instituted putting donations up when you purchase tickets. So if you are in the moment that you are coming to a show at the State Theater and you want to give that donation, by all means, this is one of the events. The donations, in particular for the Orphan Film Festival, are going to the scholarship program for the State Theater Education Program, so that this summer, or hopefully this spring, and also this summer, we can give scholarships to students who would like to attend our summer camps. That would help out their parents for a week, but they don't necessarily have the financial means to do so.
I like what you guys are doing over there. That's another nice little add-on to what you're.
I don't know how to do anything different. You know, I feel like we're putting into place programs that the community wants, the community needs, that the State Theater is meant to provide. So
I would wholeheartedly agree with that statement. So continuing on after that, we have a lot.
It's a weekend that hasn't ended yet, actually. We're very excited that we are, again, also still working with the Library of Congress, and we're instituting our Family Film Fun Day Sunday series. We had a lot of feedback from parents in the community that there are sometimes a Sunday afternoon they want something to do with the kids that's inexpensive. And there is a lot of films I know that are basically from my childhood that, you know, I look forward to sharing with my nephew when he gets to be that age, so that Uncle Steve can be cool. And but there, you know, things like Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, which is the Gene Wilder version, The Black Stallion, Princess Bride, some of these Goonies, some of these films that are just classic to our childhood, we want to share with the current group of kids. So we created a film series for parents to bring their kids out on a Sunday, matinee times. So a little post-church, come on down to the State Theater. The tickets are $5 a person. And the neat thing about the first one, because it is Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, is you could win a golden ticket.
Really?
And the golden ticket for the Family Film Fun Day Sunday series is anyone who comes to, every ticket sold for Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory is also a ticket to win a free pass to the entire film series through August.
That is one heck of a golden ticket.
Yeah, one heck of a golden ticket. And we're talking about 1 to 2 films nearly every Sunday from April through August.
Wow. So there's only one golden ticket.
There's
though.
only one golden ticket,
The
not
other-
5.
The other people
One.
will get nothing, and they'll like it.
Right.
But that one lucky winner.
Will get basically a season pass to the Family Film Fun Day Sunday series.
All right. So Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, great way to kick off the family film. And you said you took a moment to say it, and I'll mess it up. So
Family Film Fun Day Sunday.
Family Film Fun Day Sunday.
Yep,
All right. That's one of those warm-up sessions we need to do before we come on the air.
it is.
All right. By the way, for as we look at those family films, another classification are good films because
They
some
are.
kids today don't understand what really good film
Right.
is.
We're talking the good films from the 70s, 80s, and 90s that really define a certain sort of magic of childhood.
Well, also, you mentioned Goonies. I don't know if you know this, but way back when the theater was getting ready, just started to get underway with fundraising, they brought in a huge screen and they dropped it on the side of the building, and they showed Goonies there, and we had there's some vendors in the lot, and that was actually one of the first times I was out with my soon-to-be wife. So
Very cool. Well, now you can have relive a date night, and Goonies never say die.
very nice.
But Goonies should be coming up in the later summer series. So, but
well, you
Will-
mentioned
we
it,
start
so-
we start with Willy Wonka for the first one. So
All right. And again, that golden ticket, that's a great idea. I like that a lot. All right. So continuing on through the week, we have more events.
right, we literally haven't stopped since April 7th here. So April 11th through the 14th will be the Culpeper County Public Schools Secondary Art Show. So as we're taping this right now, we have the elementary art show in. We were very excited to work with the visual art teachers. We have actually been able to open our doors every day from 10 to 2, and people are coming in, spending their lunch hour with us, looking at the kids' art. There's actually one piece that I love so much that I'm hoping to approach the artist, the young lady who painted it, and purchase it. It's that amazing to me. So April 11th through the 14th will be the second art show. More the high school kids and some of the secondary kids. Again, we're opening our doors Monday through Thursday, 10 to 2, free to the public to come by, see this amazing art. There's just some amazing pieces that and enjoy what our students are doing in their art their community art center.
I like this. This is nice. Another great partnership.
We're doing what we can.
All right. So continuing on, we are looking here. I think the end of that week would be the 16th, is it?
The end of that week is the 16th. We're very excited. One of the core missions of the State Theater is to help develop our local regional talent, which seems oxymoronic when I say that, local regional. But we were approached by a gentleman many people in the area know, James Tamelkoff III. I believe he's a guitarist for Alex Caruso. He's developing a music career on his own right. He's from Madison County. And he approached me a few months ago saying he wanted to do a Johnny Cash tribute show. And I thought, here's the opportunity for I Knew You When, and he was very professional, presented an amazing proposal, and I said, how could we not do this? So James is partnering with his band members, as well as Claire Suckley, who is another local musician who's doing wonderful things out of Madison, and they came up with a show called Cash Unchained, the music of Johnny and June Cash. So we're very excited about this. In fact, we've already sold out the entire balcony. We're very excited because it's another partnership we're doing. Not only is James gets this amazing show, and this is the first time he's going to do this show. So this is a world premiere.
A world premiere.
A world premiere in Culpeper, April 16th at 7:30. We've sold out the balcony. Our friends over at Aging Together with Chris Miller, they're doing their Aging Together celebration, and they thought it was really appropriate that it's the music of Johnny Cash, which is connected very well to that generation as well as many others. So we have tickets left for the $30 and the $20 seats, which are still great tickets. And this is, like I said, this is going to be one of those shows that is in the history of Culpeper because it's going to be, we knew James when. We were there for the first performance of, Cash Unchained.
The world premiere right here at our State Theater.
World premiere.
I tell you what, it's another great aspect is what you were mentioning about, again, local, regional artists, how they put together a proposal, and here they are coming to perform in the State Theater.
Absolutely. We have on our website, under opportunities, under music talent, we have a scope of programming that if people want to go and see, you know, hey, I'm what level am I at? What could I do? By all means, propose something. You know, I think the theater, the performing arts are a cauldron for imagination, and it's a place to create and grow and try. And sometimes you hit pay dirt, and sometimes you go back to the drawing board. But that's why I love the arts, because you're allowed to grow and change and develop. So I look forward to more proposals. In the process of saying that, I hope everybody understands that more proposals means I'm very busy, and I'm doing my best to return to every email and every phone call and every text message and every Facebook message I'm getting. But right now I'm one person, and
Judging by the lineup that we have for April, and we're just about halfway through it. I was actually going to ask, when do you find time to sleep? But I'm pretty sure I already know that answer.
I do. I just have a very short commute, so it makes life easier.
That
so.
is a win-win. Now, Stephen, as we move through the middle of April, we look to finish off with a bang. So talk to us a little about how we're going to finish off this month of April.
Well, April 19th is the finale to our field trip series. We are bringing Theater 4's production of The Frog Prince to Culpeper. We've sold most of those seats already to Culpeper County students, but there are a few seats left. And what is going to change this time around, we get a lot of phone calls from our homeschool families and other independent schools and private schools that want to come to the performance. We are actually going to be able to put, we have all of our reservations in place, so we're actually going to be able to put those tickets up on the website for public purchase. Okay. So if you want to come to the performance of The Frog Prince, which is $6, it is 9:30 and 12:30 on April 19th.
Okay.
Yeah. And I want to take a moment, you know, talking about partnerships, and I don't think we ever get to mention this one enough. One of our favorite partners is actually Culpeper Town Police, as well as the Sheriff's Office. But in this instance, for the field trips, I want to give a huge shout out to Culpeper Town Police. Every time we have a field trip, they're there to help us unload the buses, make sure the kids are safe, control traffic. We could not be successful with the field trip program if it wasn't for our town police, who graciously and step up and get excited. They get as excited about the kids. In fact, you know, I always tell them they can stay and watch the show, and oh no, we've got stuff to do. But I really want to give the Culpeper Town Police a shout out, because they are part of what makes the field trip program such a success.
Well, of course, thank you to them. They do a wonderful job. Really, the police in town and county are just absolutely phenomenal and a pleasure to work with on all fronts.
Absolutely.
So moving on, we are looking at, I think the next is, well, just please tell me what's next, because
Well, as we have this beautiful gallery lobby, as I said, we've had the elementary art show currently going on as we're taping this. In April, we have the secondary art show, but our friends at the Arts and Culture Center are coming back with their art show just in time for Garden Week. And the theme of this April's art show is Spring Jubilee. So we're going to see a lot of amazing celebrations of the season of spring. Again, it's a very vague themes purposely, so people can have leeway to do a lot of creative things. And again, we're tying it into the fact that the historic garden show for Virginia is going on, and Orange and Culpeper are part of that. So we're inviting anyone and everyone who's coming out for Garden Week to come by also and see the art show at the State Theater.
All right, and Lord knows that I know I've had the opportunity to see a number of exhibits over the monthly series that they've had, and I'm always blown away. In fact, we were talking about a couple here. You were talking about a student piece. I'm sure that when I go look through, I'm going to have to maybe
anniversary gifts.
You know, I really hope I need to stop my wife from watching this show because there's really just a massive amount of stuff that we're going to have to do. We're talking about. Sorry, honey. One or two of those things is a possibility.
John, your credit card's on file. It's good.
Yeah, that's not good. I probably shouldn't have gone through with that, but it's okay. We're friends, so I'll let you hold on to it.
All right.
All right. So after I decorate the house with all my new art,
Correct.
what's next?
Again, partnership. We're very excited to partner with the Wayland Blue Ridge Baptist Association. Reverend Triplett and Reverend Jones came to me a few months ago, and we again are presenting a world premiere. April is the month of world premieres.
I'm sorry. So that's if my calculations are correct, that's two.
Two world premieres. Last April, we partnered with them, and they brought us a play, Mama's Girls, and it was a play about an African-American family that was dealing with the fact that the matriarch of the family was suffering with Alzheimer's. And what are the girls, Mama's Girls, going to do about that? It was a wonderful success. We were very excited by the partnership. So I was very excited when they came back and said, we would like to do this again. And this time they're bringing us Mama's Girls 2, Sugar Ain't Sweet. And this time the same family is dealing with the fact that there is a member of their family that is now dealing with the epidemic of diabetes on a personal level. And this was personal to me. My father was a diabetic. Part of the reason when he passed away was because of his complications with diabetes. So it was a no-brainer for me, for lack of a better term, to do a play that is not just a comedy and not just funny and not just entertaining, but also has a social message that there are ways that we can use the arts to make us aware of things that are affecting our community, and how do we then deal with those. And my hope in having them present this is not only do we get a good afternoon or evening of entertainment, but that we also are able to have discussions within our families because we see the actors portraying them show us how to do that. So we're really excited. And we're also excited because we're doing two productions of it, two performances. They're both on April 23rd.
Okay.
One at 3 p.m. and one at 8 p.m. And in between, there will be demonstrations and discussions of also how to approach dealing with diabetes, not just in the African-American community, but the entire community of Culpeper. Because diabetes isn't limited to one particular demographic. It's a wide-ranging problem in the United States.
And it touches a number of individuals in our area.
Absolutely. So I absolutely encourage everybody to come out. Besides, like I said, being about a serious topic, it is hilarious. It's a hilarious play. It's absolutely delightful. The tickets are available on our website. They're $40, $30, and $20. And like I said, it's going to a good laugh and a good cry and a good understanding of what we can do as a society to address diabetes and the conversation of it in our lives.
Very well said. Very well said. All right, so we're getting ready to finish out the month of April.
Correct.
But we haven't finished out the month of April.
No, we have
yet.
not. All right. Okay. Wait, there's more.
We didn't say that yet. I'm glad you did.
Yeah, there you go. Yes. So April 24th is we are continuing our Family Film Fun Day Sunday series with a film, because we're getting close to the horse races in May, so we decided to show The Black Stallion, a classic film. I remember first seeing it in a little town called Pentwater, Michigan when I was like 5.
Tiny. And
that's probably around when it first came out, or shortly thereafter. But this is one of those films we're encouraging everybody out. It's a $5 film. Bring your family, sit down, watch this film. Watching a film with your family when it's on the big screen is such a difference than watching it home on your big screen TV.
Oh, absolutely.
And I really think it's the community of experiencing it that makes the difference. So we're very excited. Again, $5 per person. Come on out, support the State Theater, and experience something with your family. The State Theater isn't about just providing events. We're about providing experiences for you to bond with family and community.
Absolutely. You know, you were sitting there talking, and that's what I see it as. You know, you can always pop in, you know, a DVD, VCR, whatever. But why not make it an event, an experience, one that you're always going to remember? And that's what we have right here at our State Theater.
Absolutely.
You know, it's funny. I remember you were watching Black Stallion for the first time. We will not have to roll in a TV on the media cart, which is the first time I saw it in the cafeteria of my elementary school. Wow. That just brings back memories. I would really love to see it on the big screen.
Oh, come on out.
All right. And the date again for that?
That is Sunday, April 24th. And all matinees on the series are at 2 p.m. So,
2 p.m. and $5.
You know, finish out going to church that day. Go have lunch at any one of our fantastic downtown restaurants. You know, Fody's or Time or Frost Cafe or Four Seas or Grill 309 or Flavor or Fusion.
You're going to leave somebody out.
I am. I'm trying to go.
Great options.
There's so many great options. You know, go that. You know, again, experience. You know, going to the it's not just about going to the State Theater.
Yeah.
Have that. Create that experience event for your family. It's creating memories. You know, we say we've got your tickets waiting, but it's not just a ticket to a show. It's a ticket to a memory and an experience. So we've got your tickets waiting for building those memories.
Wonderful. But wait, there is actually still more.
There is still more, and it's a triple feature.
All right, I'm going to get my notepad
You
ready.
ready?
Yep,
All right.
okay, here we go.
So, you know, we love our bluegrass fans. We like folks who want to learn about bluegrass and appreciate it. You said after a few listens, it's starting to grow on you. It's starting to grow on me quite a bit. We have an amazing bluegrass triple feature featuring the bands Big Daddy Love, Forlorn Strangers, and Circa Blue. 3 bands, 1 night, Culpeper, Virginia.
As the music hits.
We have this. It starts at, I believe it starts at 8 p.m.
Okay.
It does start at 8 p.m. Those are what my notes say. And those tickets are $37, $32, and $27. And it's going to be one rockin' night. And if you think about it, you're getting 3 whole bands at the top price of $37. That's $12 a band. And if you really think about it that way, that's a deal. That's a great deal. So
I'll be honest with you, everything seems like a great deal to me. I think looking back, I think it's all a great deal.
You know, we're working hard every day. I've got amazing staff. We've got a collection of total between paid and volunteer staff. We're up to 12 individuals who are very dedicated to seeing the State Theater succeed. In addition to all of our community support, I love walking down in our town and hearing from folks their support of cheering us on and saying we're very thankful that we're working so hard to keep this open. I couldn't do it without the staff. The staff we have is there, and I say staff, but we're a family. Kind of a weird collection of family, but you know, we all have our quirks, but that's what makes it great. But the State Theater's family that is working so hard, and I should say not just the volunteer staff and not just the paid staff, but our board members. Our new board is working like crazy to work on the fundraising, to make sure it's in place for our sustainability. We are developing some amazing ideas that are going to be coming up pretty soon. I can't reveal.
You just,
I know. I was like, I almost let something slip. I can't let that slip. So,
we can totally stop recording right now,
Yeah,
and you can just tell me.
No way. No
dang
way.
it. I tried.
People are going to
I
have to
tried.
pay attention, but keep your eyes open because the State Theater, I can say that there are some amazing events on local, regional, and national levels that are coming our way. So we're working on them. I shouldn't jinx it because we don't know, but we are now we're starting to hear some really great feedback, and people are taking notice, and that's what we're thankful about. And we want to end up we are dead set to making sure that the State Theater is the premier venue of the Virginia Piedmont, and that's what we're working towards every day.
Well, Stephen, if you continue with lineups like you have for April, I do not doubt in any fashion that will be the case. Looking back at the monthly offerings for, well, not just April, as we've talked about today, but March, February, you guys have been doing a great job.
And we actually have May and June already programmed. Much of it is getting up on our website. And we're already working July and August, and I'm already getting offers for fall. So we're getting ahead of our game. We've got a great marketing team, which includes Gordon Humphreys, who's doing all of our graphics for us. We could not do it without them, but we're going to get ahead of our game and get things out there so people can purchase tickets. Our membership program is now fully up, so folks that are interested in supporting us by being a member, where they get the benefit of advanced ticket sales and they get company holds on their favorite seat. So if that's your favorite seat, pay your membership and you can actually say, those are my seats. Those are the seats that John's going to sit in every time John comes to the theater. Those benefits are available to you.
So if I'm interested in maybe shooting you an email regarding that.
I would say don't shoot me an email for the reason that I have wonderful people who handle membership for us.
But there is an email
There
address.
is an
we
email.
should.
Yes. Denise Maybe is our membership coordinator, and you can reach her at membership@culpeppertheater.org. She's amazing. And the reason I said don't contact me is because I lose things. So I have been told by our staff members that I should not get involved in certain things and let them do it. And that's why they're amazing family of staff members.
Well, it seems like
they're doing their jobs.
it seems like everyone there, as you mentioned earlier, is a great complement to each other.
Absolutely.
And I would like to think that that is directly linked to the success and the success of the lineup in the past and the hope success in the future.
No, we're a great, like I said, we're a great team and a great family, and we spend every day working on our mission and our vision and our goal to be, which ends with our goal of being the premier venue of the Virginia Piedmont and showcasing the arts to everyone.
And you certainly do have you do have our tickets waiting for you.
I do.
I said that as a fan and also as the State Theater rep, so I kind of messed it up. But
You're good.
you should say it.
We've got your tickets waiting at the State Theater.
That's what, yeah. It sounds weird when it comes from me because I say it in two different, perspectives. But Stephen, as we get ready to wrap things up, I must say, going back as I've done over the past shows, I really like, again, highlighting and growing the partnerships with the community.
Absolutely.
And that is continuing to be successful, and that will continue to be successful in the future. Also, what I also noticed is the free events and the matinees. I like the addition of that with the reduced cost. The Family Film Fun Day Sunday.
Well done.
I was prepping up for a while. But I like what you're doing, and the theater and the foundation are doing a great job at it, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what's going to be in the future.
Well, thank you. We're doing our best with everything we've got to do, and it's a reflection also of our community is giving us good feedback. So we want to say thank you. There isn't a day that doesn't go by where I get an email, a phone call, or a suggestion. I listen to every single one of those, and then we work in consensus. We do a little bit more research and really get a sense of our community. That's why if you ever see an email from us asking for feedback, please take it seriously, because we're only going to survive when we're listening to our community, and that is our biggest focus. So we have your tickets waiting, and those tickets are based on us listening to you.
And this month's lineup is a perfect reflection of that.
Absolutely.
All right, so of course, some of the contact information we want to let folks know about. Facebook is a resource that a lot of us use.
Fantastic.
And we have that address for your Facebook page. Again, for the...
www.facebook.com/State Theater Foundation.
Wow, that's pretty good.
I have an Instagram and a Twitter too. Would you like those?
Oh my goodness.
At Culpepper Theater for Twitter and for Instagram. So if you are on those social media platforms, please follow us, please like us, please share everything we've got out there. And because there are contests now, you'll see them pop up on different platforms that you can win some free tickets or win some discounts. So pay attention to our social media, because it is a place where we're seeing a lot more interest in traffic. Also through our patron mail system, we're reaching out to everybody because this is their state theater.
Well, it's I was just we're talking about the new developments in social media, moving into that digital world, and it's still I cannot help but think back to when we were in the building. I've seen it, as many in the community have, before everything even got started, and then looking at what is being offered at the theater this month. And we're talking about social media and kids coming in. It's really shaping up to be exactly what it is intended.
Oh, absolutely.
And as you perfectly mentioned earlier, the involvement with the community is what's doing it.
Oh, absolutely. It just popped in my head. We actually, just last week, started the Student Advisory Board. So there are students now from Eastern View High School, Culpeper County High School, and also students from Orange, Madison. We're starting to draw them in. And it's a group of students who approached us and said, we hear you. We want to see our hometown theater be successful. And I was amazed. I was blown away that, it's an idea I had. I have a great marketing intern, Wes Ward, brilliant young man who's going to go really far in life. But he approached and said, could we do this? And I said, sure, let me put it together, see what happens. Well, now I've got an entire group of about 12 students, and it's growing, who their whole community focus is making sure the State Theater is successful. And that's the difference we're making. And these kids are going to learn a heck of a lot about community involvement with their arts community. And again, I see the community saying yes. So that is encouraging. And any and every partnership we can form so we can help our communities be successful, that's what we're going to do.
All right, and just keep on going with this wonderful lineup for the month of April. Stephen, is there anything else? We've covered a lot.
We covered a lot.
We've covered quite a bit. It's a busy month, but is there anything else that we want to let folks know about?
No, because I'm not going to tell you those things that are coming down the
Oh,
line,
come
John.
on. Yeah, I tried twice, folks. I tried
They'll
twice.
have to wait till next month, John.
Well, we'll see you again for another State Theater Spotlight.
Absolutely.
Stephen,
Thank
thank you
you
so much. And again, thank you for tuning in. We've had some contact information throughout the program. But again, the box office can be reached for your tickets at 829-0282, 0292.
540-829-0292.
Yes. But the administration offices is
540-829-0293.
Yeah. All right. Fantastic. All right.
I didn't mean to.
No, it's fine, because next time you're gonna ask the question, stop filming, we're gonna go over there, you're gonna answer the question, and it might be much easier than that. I'm just so excited for the month of April. So excited for what's going on at the State Theater, and I'm excited that our community is going to be a part of it.
Fantastic.
All right, so folks, we're looking forward to seeing you at the wonderful, massive amount of events this month in April. So make sure you log on, give them a call, and of course, stop by, because they certainly have your ticket waiting for you at our Culpeper State Theater. Until we see you at one of the many shows for this month of April, you have yourselves a great day, and of course, a better tomorrow.